White has an option to play the knight's move on the bottom side, which doesn't put a lot of pressure on black's stone, but what it does is it prioritizes some territory on the bottom of the board and puts just enough pressure on black's stone where black needs to respond. This move is typically played in the Chinese opening when white already has a stone here. And you'll notice that in this case, there's a lot of pressure on black's stone to do something or settle because there's nowhere to run. However, it is still playable even if white does not have the stone there.
Right. So black's follow-up to this is you might contemplate coming over and trying to make a base along the side in response. But the reason to do that would be to settle the shape. And black has a better way of settling the shape, which is to come into the corner. A lot of times Josekis prioritize coming into the corner, and one of the reasons is because it's easier to settle the shape. Black basically has two walls that he can choose to try to settle up against. And at the same time he's depriving white of the ability to use that corner as much as he might like. So black's attachment underneath white is pretty much the next move you have to make.
Yep, pretty standard. White does not want black to get this move because this would it would put a lot of pressure on white stones and at the same time continue to settle black stones. So white will deprive black of that move by haneing here. This is possible because this cut doesn't work. A cut on the second line like this would just get immediately Atari into the wall and die. So don't try this kind of thing necessarily on the third line because there's enough room for a cutting stone to run and cause some problems. But on the second line, typically it's standard play.
Right. So black in response needs to pull back. This will connect all his stones. He doesn't want white to get this move, even though, like you just said, this is an Atari on the third line. White is strong enough. It does disconnect the two groups and it creates unnecessary problems, whereas black goes here and now these 2 points are Mii, so black is all connected.
And now white has two options. He can either descend or he can create a hanging connection.